know who I am. I know what I bring to the table, and I feel like for certain women, if you don't need them in a certain way, they feel unfulfilled. So a woman might go out and date under, and you like, yo, that don't make no sense. And it's like this nigga's a bum,
Mhm.
but he makes her feel needed in a
Yeah.
way that you could never, cause you ain't no fucking bum.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying?
If you look if you check if I mean depending on how old you are, right? We the same age, you older.
Yeah,
But like you meet new women, it's somebody in their past who they was doing the build a bear shit with.
yeah,
And they
yeah,
enjoy that because it gives them a certain type of power until they get bored
yeah,
with it.
bro.
But
Yeah, like
until they find like a happy medium where they could keep this build a bear nigga, you know what I mean? They build them up so much, but he's still in a position
I,
where he needs her or he surpassed her, and then it's like a thing
I
where
think,
she don't feel like she have any purpose.
and I also think it's something in them like, yo, if I could, it's almost like a some proving in that. Like if I help build
Yep.
this build a bears nigga up, and I could just I do this for him, I do this for him, I get his haircut, I buy him this, I get his food. I'm showing him, and one day he'll know that I'm really down for him. He'll know that I really love him
But
and
then
help.
that
And
goes,
it's just like,
hold on, excuse me. That goes to what we said about this, like the past relationships and how I put the pieces on the board for them. Because I think to a certain degree, all women obviously is not like that, right?
yeah.
But it's some that are for some reason, like they feel like that's the direction to go when they deal with men, and it's kind of weird because
Maybe
for the most
some
part,
women I
because a
think
lot of women it's
maybe it's
hypergamy though.
maternal. I don't know with someone. Maybe it's a
You know what I mean?
yeah
Because it's like
maternal.
it kind of go against the hypergamous nature of women. You know what I mean? But maybe for those women, they might have had bad experiences with the high value quote unquote man and was done a certain type of way and got out of that. And this might give them for older women a better sense of security when it's the guy who need help versus her needing the guy.
I also think it can be about control as well, right? Because
Absolutely. That's yeah.
the bum guy,
Yeah.
right, is more control because he don't got nothing, and then you deal with the other guys like you sort of under his control because
Yeah.
he got everything. So
Absolutely.
it's like
Depending on what mood he in.
yeah, so it's like I guess it just depends on. It really just depends on what type of woman that you have. If you have if you have a very driven woman, then it ain't really she not gonna be too concerned whether the guy make more money or this or this. She's driven. She's like, wow, this is what I want. This is what I'm standing for because I make my own bread. But if you have like a woman that in the back of her mind, she watched her mother be a stay at home wife, and she has the desire to be, you know, a wife or like a nurturer, then
Mhm. Shit,
she
that'll
might, yeah,
that'll
she
that'll
might,
find her
yeah, she
somehow.
that
Yeah.
that woman would be more inclined to at management at Target, and her husband works at Chick-fil-A, and they just thug it out and struggle, but she's